Hi, my name is Mike. Welcome to my RC Construction Projects channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. Today is a very special. Not only is it recognized as Easter or Resurrection Day in the Christian community, but it's also the first day that I'll have my Huina 582 dump truck that I've upgraded with the more dynamic drive system and suspension system, and also a hydraulic lift for the bed. And right now I just have it kind of pieced together tentatively with electric tape and jumper cables and whatever else I can find. I think I finally have the right and final configuration so that if it works out during this, I call this my development test and evaluation. If it works out well during this DT&E, then I'll break it apart, break it back down, clean, lubricate, tighten, and put it back together in this permanent configuration. So for the next little while anyway, I'll be testing its capabilities. Today's primary test is for dumping and loading and dumping, a little bit of transportation. All right, you know what? I need to go on and move it out a little bit. It's a little bit too close to the excavator. You'll notice that Huina put out a new truck that I guess they listened to us, that has a more dynamic drive and suspension system, but it's still electric. To get the Cavalite version of that truck, I think I'll have to look up and see what number it is. Costs I think about $1,400. The truck itself, the electric version, is running somewhere around $400 to $500, depending on where you get it. I've noticed that when you see it advertised at a lower price, like $300, they charge an additional $150 just for delivery. So it seems like, the Huina company is at least looking at or listening to the consumers that are buying their products, because they made these modifications after I've seen a number of people make the modifications online. I've not seen a hydraulic version yet, not that I can recall anyway. And when I first started converting the drive chain and the suspension, I had very few models and to work for. Some people gave me some great advice, but generally I didn't have the tools or the materials that they were using. And my whole thing when I started upgrading my excavators was to buy a reasonable model and then modify it at a reasonable cost so that it does the same thing that the more expensive equipment does. I don't know, maybe one day I'll be able to afford, $5,000 to $10,000 for an excavator and $4,000 or $5,000 or $2,000 or $3,000 for trucks and everything. I can't do it at this point in time. But I can have just as much fun and just about duplicate what those others can do by just taking a reasonably good model and adding on to it, upgrading it for a couple $100. So we'll see how this truck works out. And Lord willing and the creek don't rise, I'll be able to, for my next video, have the permanent fixes incorporated in the truck and go on to my next big project, which is to work on my project. Okay, I saw a lot of things in in this little episode here. Some of the things I'll edit out. I'll show I'll show some of some of the fumbles and stumbles, and I'll break my truck down and clean it up and correct what I saw today and give it another shot. As far as my drivetrain is concerned, I see some concerns there, and I'm not sure if I want to break all of that down. We'll see, as that's quite long and tedious. I'll see if I can operate it properly with a few tweaks and everything. Thank you very much. Please like, please subscribe. If you subscribe to me, I will reciprocate and subscribe to you. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your interest. I appreciate it. And hopefully on my next video, I'll have an improved version of this truck. In the meantime, God bless you, and I hope you have a great day and a good life till we meet again.